Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to Do Station with another video. I hope you are enjoying, you are doing good, and my videos are helping you in learning. And with the same purpose, I'm here with another video. We are covering our series on the fundamental concepts in occupational health, safety, and environment. So this is the third video, and our today's terminologies are very important. What is occupational health? What is occupational illness? What is occupational health? And then what are the control measures? And what are the PPEs or personal protective equipment? So these are the terminologies we will cover and understand today. So I hope it will help you a lot. And also, if you have any questions, suggestions, you can share with me. I can add them. Okay. So let's move to our topic, today's topic, and start it. Welcome to today's presentation. We are covering the fundamental concepts in HSE, and it is a part 3 of this series. Let's look into the introduction of today's topics. So basically, we know that uh, fundamental concepts or terminologies in the HSE it is very important for practitioner to understand them carefully. So let's see which terminologies we will cover today. So today we are going to understand what is occupational health in reference to the individual, what is occupational illness, what is occupational safety, what are the control measures, and what is the personal protective equipments. So these are terminologies we will understand today. Okay, so let's first look understand the what is occupational health. So occupational health basically is a prevention, diagnosis, treatment of the work-related illness, injuries, disabilities, as well as the promotion of the health, well-being, and the productivity among the workers. Or simply saying that it is a physical, mental, and social well-being of the workers at the workplace. Let's understand it. So every worker has a contract with organization in which he exchange his services for some financial benefits, and it is not a part of any contract that he may expose to the undue risk which may impact his health or safety. So it is the legal responsibility of every organization to ensure that workers are healthy on the workplace and they are not getting any disease, which may be in the three forms like physical, mental, and social. So in the physical health, basically, workers may get some sort of diseases like diseases or disabilities like cancers or any respiratory issues, asthma, like, or any other hepatitis or TB like things. So it is the responsibility of the organization to ensure he is safe from, he is protected from any of such things. So if workers are, let's say, involved in the activities where they are exposing to the dangerous chemicals, where such chances are there, they may get any of these. So organization, what will do? He will just conduct the health screening or health surveillance of the workers. They will conduct the regular routine medical checkups after the activities to ensure that they are not impacted by these activities in the negative sense and their healths are protected. Similarly, the mental health is also very important. So it is the responsibility to make sure that workers are not getting any undue or extra stress due to the workload or any other work-related issues. So they have a peace of mind and they come here for the job. After the job, they are in peace of mind, they relax and they enjoy their normal life. Similarly, the social well-being is also very important. It leads to basically any sort of discrimination that may come across, maybe due to his religion, his color, or sex, or etc. So, any worker must have all the independence or legal rights to practice his whatever he does, which is legal, and he is not discriminated by any means. So, this is called the health related issue. Let's look simple example. For example, worker is exposing to the noise area, so we provide them with the ear plugs or earmuffs to make sure that their listening power or hearing is intact or protected. Similarly, if workers are exposing to the hazardous chemicals, so we provide them respiratory protection, which is as per mentioned or recommended by the manufacturer to ensure that they effectively control the any bad impact of the such hazardous substances. So similarly, we conduct the health screenings to ensure that their health is intact. So this is called occupational health. Okay, now let's look into the occupational illness. So basically, a disease or disorder that is caused by exposure to the risk factor or conditions arising from the work activities is called occupational illness. So basically, we can say that the presence of any disease due to the work activities or any negative health condition due to the work activities is called occupational illness. So workers are on the in the organization doing the activities which are very dangerous to their health on the daily basis, like repetitive tasks which can create musculoskeletal disorders, which are muscles and joints related, and they appear with the passage of time after 20 years, 30 years, when your muscles become so weak and you cannot even grip the things. So this happens due to the activities which are repetitive, like those who are using the keyboards and they are using in the same uh, pattern or same gesture for long time, and they are not adopting the good practices. So they are in danger. Maybe after the 10 or 15 years, their hands will not work like that. Similarly, hearing loss workers are exposing to extra noise on the continuous basis, so they may lose their hearing permanently. Similarly, those workers who are exposing to the chemicals or dangerous gases, so with the passage of time, if good protocols of safety protocols are not practiced, then they can get the respiratory issues like asthma, etc. Similarly, the work-related stress, if worker is continuously exposing to the work-related stress due to the maybe overload or other issues with the management or something, so his mental health will be disturbed very badly. Or maybe he can get other diseases, physical diseases as well. Then similarly, post-traumatic stress disorder, it is basically the shock condition. If someone observe a very shocking incident, so his mind can get shock, which can trouble him for a very long period of time. Similarly, other diseases, if your hygienic conditions are not good, and you may get diseases like hepatitis A, B, C, or other diseases like TBs. Similarly, cancers, occupational cancer, if you are working with very dangerous elements or materials like asbestos, lead, or silica, so these may lead to the cancer or diseases like that. So any condition, bad condition or disease that comes due to the work activities is called occupational illness, and it is the responsibility of the organization to ensure that his workers are protected from any of the disease. Now we understand the occupational safety. So what is it? Let's define it. So there are three, four definitions, and let's look at them. The first one, the protection of the employees, equipment, and environment from the workplace hazards and risks that could result in injuries, illness, or accident. And the second is the best one, the safety is the absence of any unacceptable risk at the workplace. Or the safety is prevention from the danger, and the safety is a condition of being free from them or minimizing the presence of significant risks, hazards, and potential harm in the workplace through the implementation of the preventive measures. Let's understand them. So basically, we know that workers are doing a lot of activities on the in the organization on the daily basis, which are very dangerous to their health and safety, like lifting activities, works at height, etc. So these activities are very dangerous. So it is the responsibility of the organizations to make sure that when the workers are performing these activities, so there is no unacceptable risk is present. So what is the unacceptable risk? We already defined it. Any risk that poses a significant threat to worker, property, or environment is called unacceptable risk. We cannot work in the presence of such risk. So it is the responsibility of the organization to ensure that when workers are performing their activities at the workplace, so there is no unacceptable risk is present at that time. Let's look at with some examples. So there may be a slip hazard, there may be some liquid or water or chemical spilled. So it will create obviously the slip hazard. So it is the responsibility to immediately cordon off the area or barricade the area and put the signboards and clean it. So everyone looking at passing by knows that he will understand there is a spill hazard, so he will avoid it. Similarly, workers working with the mechanical machines like pumps or anything which involve the gearboxes or pulleys or chains or belts. So if they are not using the physical guard on the rotating parts, so maybe his arm or his hand can get in or caught in between them. So it is very dangerous for the safety of the worker. So before the continuation of the activity, it is mandatory to ensure that a guard is in place, or there is some way the worker cannot or anyone cannot access the area where this machine is working, so his safety is ensured. Similarly, those who are using the power equipments like hand tools, like cutters. So if the cutter is being used without the safety guard, so it is unacceptable risk because it can cut his finger, hand, it can give the very severe injuries. So before the use, it is to ensure that the guard is installed on the device to ensure the safety, it is the responsibility of the organization. So basically, the safety is what is safety? Safety is the absence of any unacceptable risk that may cause or pose the potential threat to the organization, worker, business, or environment. Okay, now let's understand the control measures. So actions taken to eliminate or reduce the risk associated with a hazard are called a control measures. So we saw that in the organization when we are performing our job, there are too many hazards which are endangering our health and safety. And all the organizations ensure that before the execution of the job, all those risks and hazards are controlled in a manner that there is no unacceptable risk present there before the execution of the activity. So how we do that? We take some actions or arrangements in a way that all the hazards are controlled, and these actions and arrangements are called control measures. Like in the health issue, we provided earplugs and earmuffs to avoid the noise hazard. For the chemical hazard, we provided the mask. For the sleep hazard, we blocked the area and we put the signage. And for the mechanical hazards of the equipment and machinery, we install the physical guards to make sure that our workers are protected. So these are called the control measures. So now next topic is personal protective equipment. So the equipment want to eliminate or minimize the exposure to the hazards that can cause serious workplace injuries and illness. So basically, PPE is any equipment or tool that a worker wear in order to avoid or reduce the direct exposure to the hazard to maintain his safety or to achieve his safety is called personal protective equipment. Like workers, we wear the hard hats or helmets to avoid any impact on the head or save the head from any falling object or from the flying objects. Safety shoes, which are very robust, we wear to for the safety of the foot. So on the construction site, especially, there are big nails and sharp objects scattered around, so they save us. Googles for the eye protection, high vest, basically they gives you the identification and as well as high visibility. So in the hazardous area, anyone can identify you. So then hand gloves for the hand protections, masks for the hazardous substances, dust, etc. And similarly, there is a safety harness that we wear when working at height. They are fall arrest system. If the worker falls from the height, so they arrest the fall and ensure the worker is safe. So these are the PPEs that anyone wears to avoid the direct exposure to the hazard or minimize the consequences of the incident. So our covered all the topics of today. So let's conclude them what we learned today. So occupational health first, absence of disease due to the workplace. Occupational illness, basically the presence of any disease or bad health condition due to the workplace, work activities. Occupational safety, absence of the danger at workplace. Controls measure, arrangements or action we take to reduce or eliminate the risk or control the hazards. And then PPEs are the type of controls which workers wear to minimize or reduce the uh, direct exposure to the hazard or avoid or reduce the any consequences of the incident. So that was it for today. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thank you for watching and your support. Also, if you have any questions, suggestions, you can share with me. Until next video, stay safe and healthy. Until then, thank you very much. Goodbye. Take care.